All right, guys, so today's video, what we're going to do is learn how to add a Facebook ad manager to your account. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go into your business.facebook. So you would type business.facebook. All right. So business.facebook.com is the actual website, but if you wanted to Google it, you can just type in business.facebook. You'll select it here. I already have my Facebook manager pulled up, so I'm going to go right into my Facebook manager. So my Facebook manager is here. So once you go into your Facebook manager, it'll show your ad accounts. It will show your ad accounts. Now next, in order to add an actual account manager, you're going to have to go to this gearbox down here below. So you'll select this gearbox here. Once you select this gearbox, this goes into the back office of your Facebook manager account, right? So you'll notice is once you log into your business Facebook, you're gonna have some different options over here to the left. All right, so what we wanna do is we wanna add a Facebook manager to the account. So we're gonna select the option that says people. So once you select people here, you have the option to enter in an email or filter by an ID. So I'm just gonna add it by an email. So I select add there. So for instance, if I wanted to add an account, I would just select, let's say if I'm using an email marketer. So I would go in and I would type my email marketer's type my email marketer's email address. And I'll have the email here. I want to select admin access. So you want to give them full access to be able to properly manage and run ads for you. So you're going to select next. So now you want to make sure that you turn on access to be able to run ads. So you're going to select this button here, ads, right? Now, if you want them to also be able to respond to messages, you can select this also. Create, manage, delete posts, stories, and more as the page. So yeah, so basically you want them to have access to everything. So you turn all this information on. And then next you want to go down to add accounts. So I have multiple pixels. Most likely you only have one pixel. And on another video, I'll show you guys how to make a pixel. But here, you will just select the account that you want your ad manager to actually manage. So let's say if I want them to manage digital brands, I'll select digital brands. I'll select manage page, and they're also going to be managing a page. Now I also want them to have access to the catalogs. So catalogs is if you have an e-commerce store and you want to do dynamic advertisement, meaning Facebook will show your products in a catalog style. So you can select manage catalogs, and then those two triggers will turn on. And then if you have a pixel, again, you want to make sure you select pixels, and then make sure you select the ad manager to be able to also manage the pixel. So then you would turn that on, and then you'll select invite also. And then you select the Instagram account, and then you'll select what Instagram account you want them to manage. Turn that Instagram on. You'll select the button here, and messages, send, respond, direct messages, right? So if you want them to be able to have access to do all of these things, you'll turn it on, and then you'll select invite. So you'll turn on all those different settings for your ad manager that you're adding. All right. All right, so the next step after people, you want to select partners. So once you select partners, you're going to select add, and you want to give a partner access to your ad sets. You're going to select this, then you're going to enter in your business partner ID. So if you're adding digital brands, you would just paste our ID here. So you'll notice in the bottom of this video, inside of the description, we're actually going to have this ID for you to post. Now, whoever you're working with, you would enter in their business ID also. As you notice, it says I've entered in my own business ID, so I can't give myself access to my store. So you would also enter our business ID for it to work properly. All right, so if you don't know your business ID, you can always scroll down to business info. You select business info, and that'll be your business ID, but that's only if you needed access to someone else's page. So that's all you need. And then next we'll go into the domains to show you how to verify your domains. So once you get done adding your Facebook Business Manager, you also want to update your domain name. You want to make sure that your domain name is verified to properly be able to run ads. If your domain name is not verified, you will have extremely low deliverability rates. So first step is, what we're going to do is go down to brand safety. We're going to select domains. And then after selecting domains, you're going to hit add. And we're going to add a domain name. So we're going to do one, for example, here. If we select add, right, as you see, it says this domain name is not verified. So it's going to be hard for us to run ads to this store if the domain name isn't verified. So first thing, what we want to do here is we want to copy where it says copy this meta tag. So this is how once you hover over it, it just copies, and then you'll go into your Shopify store and you'll drop this meta tag in between the head as it explains. So what I'm going to do is go to Shopify. Now guys, that we're in the back office of our Shopify store, what we want to do is add that meta tag to our actual theme. You don't need a coder, but if you don't feel comfortable with this, you may want to send this to an expert to do this. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it to avoid spending money. You're just going to select the action buttons here. You're going to select edit code. And then you're going to go in the first block here and go to theme liquid. So what you're going to notice is you're going to see some different tags that says meta tags. So we already added some different meta tags for other applications. But usually what you want to do is add the new meta tag right in between the space. So in between the head and right under the last meta tag. So if it's not a space here, it's okay to just click inside and hit enter and make a space. But most likely you should have a space. So I already have that meta tag copied. I'm going to paste it right there. We're going to select save. And then I'm going to go back to my business Facebook account. And usually the domain verifies instantaneously. But if it does not, it may take up to 24 hours. But usually it happens within the first 15 to 20 minutes. So, and it says here it could take up to 72 hours. So they're just being safe than sorry. So I'm going to select verify, see what happens. All right, and it worked that easy. So that's how you also verify your domain name. So once you do all of this, then you can properly start running advertisements. So it's very important for you to put a payment method on your account. We cannot run advertisements for you without a payment method on your account. Also, you want to make sure you put a payment method on your account where you have the highest limit possible and you have the funds to cover the necessary ad spend. If your account continues to get put on hold for non-payment or suspended for non-payment, two things will happen. One thing is we lose the intelligence of the data that we just occurred during a campaign, which means we're technically restarting over. We have to remarket again. So that affects our results and affects your representation of us as an agency. As a contingency plan to make sure that we're working with serious business owners, we put a rule in place. If your account continues to get put on hold or continues to get suspended for non-payment on your debit or your credit card, that is subject for discontinuing our partnership. So make sure you're mindful of keeping your account paid, making sure that you're on top of your credit cards, having that available balance. Again, we recommend you having a credit card on file with the highest balance. You can go right into your business settings, and then you will select payment methods, and this is where you will put your payment and your credit card, your debit card on file. Also, it's going to ask you for a spending limit. We recommend you put no spending limit on it because, again, if we're running advertisements for you and our ad gets shut off because it reached a spending limit, that is messing up the intelligence, which makes us have to work harder to get you those results. So make sure you're watching that, put your payment method on file. That's it.